it's Megan from Manifesting Me. Thank you so much for joining me. I write, talk about, and teach manifesting. I also do one-on-one sessions that are customized to your specific manifesting needs. You can find those on my website, which I've linked to in the description box of this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other people find it. And of course, if you want to know when new videos are posted, please subscribe. So what I want to talk about today is how we can expand our manifesting powers when we are in conflict with somebody else, and in particular, when we are hearing gripes about us from somebody else. I'm not talking about constant criticism or really, people who are real belittling or berating constantly. That's something else altogether, and that's like a whole other discussion. But what I'm talking about here is just, you're talking to somebody and they're like, you know what, I need to share with you that when you do this, it really bothers me, and here's why. So those types of gripes. And you know what? Being human, it's going to happen. It's going to happen that things that we do are going to feel abrasive to somebody else, might rub them the wrong way. And if it happens frequently enough, they might just finally decide to tell us about it. So how can hearing people's gripes about us make us better manifestors? First of all, my knee-jerk reaction most of my life when I've heard gripes about me that other people have shared is to immediately just kind of, want to defend myself against it. It's like I want to deflect. I want to push that away. You're wrong. I don't do that kind of a thing. So, what's the difference when we open ourselves up and we say, okay, I'm listening. Let me hear what you have to say. Oh, you might be right about that. It's a totally different tack to take. And, and it's not easy. It's one of those things that I've had to practice, and I feel really grateful that Jim and I have kind of worked through a way of communicating with each other where we can share what we're really feeling about one another, and it's a safe space. And sometimes we still kind of have to tweak the process, but we've certainly reached a point where when we're in discussion and gripes come up, we're much more able to hear each other and to work through it and get to a positive outcome, as opposed to just, going head to head and you do this. Oh yeah, well you do this. And, where does that get anybody? Anyway. So the whole reason that I'm talking about this is because you're likely a really good manifester. If you're watching this video, you're onto something, and so people who are really good at manifesting know that everything that we create and bring into our lives is here to teach us something. So if we've created it for a reason. We're trying to learn more about ourselves. And this in particular touches on those difficult moments in life, not necessarily the ones where we're like, I want to manifest $1,000 and here's $1,000. It just came in. Woo! Certainly we're teaching ourselves something there too, that, we're valuable and all that. But in these more difficult situations, why do we manifest them? Why do we manifest somebody telling us what they don't like about us, or what they don't like about our actions or our behaviors, or something about what we do? Everybody's a reflection of us. And if that's the case, then everyone, and I'll take it one step further. This is something I really like to say that was taught to me, and when it blew my mind when I first learned it, and I've mentioned it on some videos previously. Everyone is just us talking to us, because what we're trying to do, each of us in these human bodies, is learn as much as we possibly can about who we really are at our core. So who are we at the center of our being? That's why we're here on earth. So of course, I'm going to create all kinds of situations, good, bad, and neutral, to teach me more about me, right? And that includes everybody that I come into contact with and all the things that I hear and that are reflected back to me in the world about who I am. So when we can do that, we get a really good picture of who we are. And that's terrific. So when somebody criticizes us, we're unconsciously trying to bring to light a part of ourselves that we're trying to heal or work through or make whole again. You know, it's like these little fragments that come up, and we're really just trying to take the fragments and polish them and put them back together into this really beautiful whole being of light within ourselves. When we know ourselves fully, authentically, we are attracting circumstances, experiences, people, things to us that are an authentic fit. I mean, so many of us spend a lot of our lives walking around wondering why we're uncomfortable in our skin, why we're uncomfortable in our lives, wanting different because what we have right now just somehow feels just ill-fitting. Whether it's a lot ill-fitting or it's a little ill-fitting, it's not quite right. We've also likely, many of us, I certainly hope everyone watching this video has had moments of feeling when we are in true alignment with our most authentic selves and on our path, you know, just firmly on the path of who we truly are. There's a magic in that feeling. There's magnificence in that feeling. And boy, if we could be there more often, you know, so it's like it means that we're working, doing things every day that feel really good and uplifting to us. They feel like a fit. The people in our lives feel like a fit. You know, the way we feel about our bodies is a fit. It all just, you know, feels good. And that's, I mean, I've said it before, I'll keep saying it, maybe for the rest of my life. Life is about feeling good. So the more often we can be attracting experiences to us that are feeling good, that's where the happiness, the joy, it comes from. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I wish all of you happy manifesting. Until next time.